Pusha T, the acclaimed rapper known for his sharp lyricism, unexpectedly found himself writing the I'm Lovin It jingle for McDonald's in the early 2000s. The now famous slogan would end up becoming the longest running marketing campaign in the company's history. Even though he was breaking barriers at the time, it ended up being a gig that Push will remember for all the wrong reasons.
This McDonald's situation,
one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made.
It was a business deal that left the Virginia Beach spitter missing out on millions of dollars and would cause a disagreement around who was behind the song. It would be a heavy financial lesson that would make him determined to turn his L into a W decades later.
To me, it ain't nothing to talk about. When it's time for action, we go for action. It's like war games.
It was a corporate beef that would position the rapper to get back at the fast food giant through multiple diss tracks down the line.
I feel like I'm the last rap superhero.
The story of Pusha T's beef with McDonald's is an important one, and even though it is wild and comical at points, it is a critical business lesson that we can all learn from. It's 2003 and Clips, a duo made up of Pusha and his brother No Malice, began recording material for their second album, Hell Hath No Fury. When they had finished recording it, the brothers became increasingly frustrated with Jive, which was their record label at the time. Jive was notorious for overlooking various hip-hop and R&B artists in favor of more pop-oriented acts on its roster. The label was causing numerous delays in the release of the album. While dealing with this ordeal, it was only normal for Push to be open to picking up a job on the side. The infrared rapper was pulled into the world of advertising when he was approached by the marketing team at McDonald's. They wanted him to be a part of a global campaign to rejuvenate McDonald's brand after the company lost money for the first time ever.
We were asked to write a jingle, a rap. A verse about McDonald's? What?
Too easy.
Come on.
They needed a new catchy, memorable jingle to reinvent themselves with. After his debut album went certified gold a year earlier, it wasn't a surprise that the Daytona artist was on their radar to deliver this much-needed hit for them. Pusha T was well on board to complete the assignment. The billion-dollar franchise hired Pusha T, along with other collaborators, to help with writing the lyrics for the track. What made this collaboration unique was that Pusha T's approach to writing a song wasn't typically for a commercial jingle. Despite being in a corporate environment, the Bronx-born artist maintained his style, making sure it didn't feel forced or cheesy. As a hip-hop artist known for his gritty, street-smart lyrics, Pusha T infused his signature style into the project and delivered with precision. The track, with no mention of McDonald's in the lyrics, was leaked by the summer of 2003. But this version featured Justin Timberlake along with the Neptunes. It wasn't until later that year, after the song gained popularity, that McDonald's declared the partnership with Timberlake, in which they paid him $6 million to record the record. A version with Pusha T came out soon after, but it was less popularized. The East Coast rapper ended up being paid $500K for his work on the song, a long shot from Timberlake's 7-figure lump sum that he got for just recording it.
Pharrell, who actually wrote the I'm Lovin It.
No, you know who did that?
Who wrote that?
Pusha T. That's crazy that Pusha T wrote the song for McDonald's.
In 2016, industry veteran Steve Stout shocked the industry when he claimed that Pusha and his brother No Malice were the writers behind the I'm Lovin It jingle. Pusha T backed up these claims by telling Rolling Stone that he is solely responsible for the I'm Lovin It swag and jingle. Other collaborators came out to dispute Pusha's claim as false. What's not deniable is Pusha T's frustration with the lack of credit and financial royalties he received for his contributions to one of the most famous jingles in fast food history. They still use it until this day. Despite Pusha T having reportedly written the song, he has openly stated that he doesn't own publishing rights to it. As the campaign launched in 2003, Pusha would have had royalties from the song coming in like crazy if he had thought long term. Back then, Clips had just released their debut album Lord Willing and were still working towards getting a stable foothold in the industry. So this probably explained why Pusha was quick to accept the check. McDonald's definitely wasn't thinking short term with the I'm Lovin It campaign. The fast food giant US sales shot up by 680 million and worldwide sales increased by over 1.8 billion that year alone. The 3-word jingle that Pusha had helped bring to fruition had generated billions of dollars in revenue for McDonald's after he had been paid a one-off small fraction of that.
So every time that plays, every country it plays in.
Come on, shoot me. Keep going. Keep going. One of the biggest mistakes I've ever made.
Pusha has openly expressed how he took a huge L with the deal he did with McDonald's. But this wasn't a mistake he was about to make again. He was about to turn it into a win. In 2018, the perfect opportunity fell in Pusha's lap for him to make right on his mistake and to get back at McDonald's in the process. Fast food chain Arby's licensed a track which featured the rapper for their We Have the Meats campaign. The rapper's voice isn't on the commercial, but Pusha T confirmed that he owns 40% of the track and gets paid royalties every time the ad airs to this day. This collab didn't end there though. Arby's would then give Pusha the platform to get back at McDonald's for lowballing him nearly 20 years earlier. In 2022, Push dropped a diss track called the Spicy Fish Dish Track, where he took aim at the franchise's fish filet meal, while promoting the Arby's crispy fish dish in the process, opening with the lines, "I'm the reason the whole world loving it. Now I gotta crush it," alluding back to his belief that his I'm Lovin It jingle took McDonald's to a new level. And now he was back to destroy what he was responsible for building. He then followed up with a McRib diss track again later that year. Instead of a rap beef, this was now a corporate beef being executed excellently by Arby's. With them playing off the battle-tested rapper feuds with Drake 4 years earlier, the track netted more than 8 million equivalent in advertising exposure for Arby's. And for Pusha, I'm sure he got himself a solid deal this time around. Pusha T's debacle with McDonald's was a deep learning lesson for the artist. Even though many elements of the story are comical, it serves as an important business lesson. When Pusha was approached by the fast food giants, he didn't realize that the corporation needed him more than he needed them. This made him take a one-off payment to produce the I'm Lovin It campaign, which would make them billions over time, and in turn make him miss out on millions in publishing royalties in the years that followed. Push showed that he learned from his mistake 2 decades later. When he had his publishing in place when Arby's used a track he owns a large percentage of, bringing him royalties until this day. This partnership with Arby's also gave him the platform to get back at McDonald's through commercials disguised as diss tracks. All in all, the story of Pusha T's beef with McDonald's transformed the artist into a better businessman, and it is a financial lesson that we can all learn from.